Today, I'm going to share with you 5 things that most coaches and experts do in their email marketing that will get you blacklisted, your email account shut down, and kill your email deliverability so no one ends up seeing your emails. That's why you'll notice your open rates and click-through rates are dropping off a cliff. What's crazy is that these are things that well-meaning experts are actually teaching us all to do, and even your email marketing platform allows you to do them. Hey, it's Kennedy. If you're new around here and you send emails and you want to make more sales from them, make sure you hit the subscribe button so I can make sure that more content like this shows up in your newsfeed. Look, before we get into today's video, where I'm actually going to show you these 5 different things that most people are doing in their emails that can get you shut down and blacklisted, I'm going to tell you about this. I've just written a book. When I say just written, I've been working on this for 10 months. It's called Psych Stacked Email Marketing. 16 unconventional ways to pull more money out of your email list, and it is available now. If you go to emailmarketingbook.com, you can pick up your copy of this beautiful book. We've got it digitally and we've got physical books you can order as well, and I think you'll get an absolute load out of this. So this is my brand new book, Psych Stacked Email Marketing. Go order it at emailmarketingbook.com. So let's get into these 5 things. Obviously, you've already paused the video to go and grab a copy and book, right? You've done that, haven't you? Yes. All right, cool. All right. So these 5 things, and it's amazing that even with my private consulting clients, I got a WhatsApp message from one of them over the weekend, and he was like, "Oh, should we do this?" And I'm like, "No, God, that's an awful idea." And that's one of those things. Actually, that's going to be the second thing I'm going to talk about today. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. So the very first problematic thing that people are teaching, people are doing, and it really is dangerous, is pushing your unsubscribe link right down the email so it's out of sight. So I'm talking about you write your email and some people are saying put in a whole load of carriage returns, enter to push the unsubscribe link all the way down out of sight, out of mind, so the email looks personal. Some people can't see the unsubscribe link. This is a really awful idea. The reason it's really awful is, first of all, the law, the CAN Spam Act, many of these GDPR, all of these acts say it must be simple and easy for people to unsubscribe from your list. So there's the legal element of it. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not really going to get into that. The main reason is it's spammy as heck, man. Like, we don't need to be doing that kind of thing. If people want to unsubscribe, let them unsubscribe. If it's not for them anymore because they don't want to read your emails anymore, they may as well leave rather than being held hostage on your email list, right? When people can't find the unsubscribe link, which means they can't click unsubscribe and just leave your list peacefully and without a fuss, the very next thing they do is they go hit the big spam button. And when people hit the big spam button in their email inbox, which you can't hide, what happens is your sender reputation takes a big kick in the nuts. And it's awful, because that means that goes back to your email marketing platform. If you get enough of them, you're gonna be shut down, right? And even if your email marketing platform doesn't do it, enough spam complaints from emails sent from your website domain are gonna throttle your reach and end up with your domain on a blacklist, so you can't even send emails anymore. They don't even reach the spam inbox when you do that. Don't hide the unsubscribe link. Allow people to get on your list easily and allow them to get off your list easily. You don't want to be holding subscribers hostage. That's the first one. The second one's the one I alluded to before. One of my private clients actually texted me saying over the weekend, just saying, "Hey, should we do this?" And I was like, "Whoa, please don't do that." This is a feature of most email marketing platforms, and while technologically it's possible and it's fairly easy and many of them allow you to do it, it's really not advisable. And that is to resend your emails to unopens, okay? I heard recently that somebody in a high-level mastermind was giving this advice, and this is a really dangerous thing to do. We've all been taught it. It's been proliferated. It's been repeated. It's been regurgitated time and time again to send an email and then a few hours later or even the next day, find all the people who didn't open the email and resend that email to those people. Or change the subject line and then resend it, which a lot of the platforms allow you to do. I know high level, allows you to just tweak the subject line and resend it. Look, the problem with that is, one, it's not good for your email deliverability. Secondly, let's think about what's really going on here. Is you're basically saying, hey, there's this email that this bunch of people didn't give a shit about, and I'm going to resend it to them. You're going to resend a thing they didn't care about to those people. And the most important part of this is, since about 2 or more years ago now, open rate reporting has been broken. Like, because Apple rolled out that whole thing of we're going to have super privacy agenda, and we're not going to tell you accurately who has opened your emails and who hasn't opened your emails, it means all of the people who are listed as hasn't opened your email in your email platform, who you're about to send that email to again, there's a chance, if they're an Apple user, that they did open your emails. So the very data set, the very fact you're basing that resend on is completely broken. It's null. It is void. So even before that was the case, I was advising people to not resend to unopens because of the sender reputation issue, where it depletes your sender reputation, because we want to see fresh content, we want to see valuable content. But the fact that you're going to be resending now to people who did already open your emails because of the technological restriction here means you should absolutely not do that. It's amazing that a lot of platforms, most platforms, allow you to do this. And why are they allowing you to do it? Because their users are asking for it, right? Their users are saying, can you please do this? And of course, they're like, okay, well, we'll do what our users ask, even sometimes if it's not in our people's best interests. Number 3 of 4 is sending people directly to affiliate links. If you promote other people's offers and you do that in exchange for a commission, or even if it's not through a commission, if it's just because you want through a tracking link, I would recommend you don't put the Thrivecart link or the whatever, the ClickBank link or the JVZoo link or whatever it is. Don't put that in your email. A few reasons for that. One, a lot of the email platforms are pretty tetchy about doing that. When they see a link going to one of those platforms, they can see it's an affiliate link. They get a bit like, is this good or is this a little bit dodgy? Because some of those platforms have, and there's lots of platforms, I'm not picking on any particular one platform, but some of them sell dodgy products. Not really the ones that I've mentioned, but some of these other affiliate platforms do, and that can be really dodgy. The other thing is, when you send an email, you need to be sending it with links in it to trusted sources, what they call trusted sources. And a trusted source is either a globally trusted source, so a Google platform, so you're sending it straight to a YouTube video, or you're sending it straight to a Google Doc, or you're sending it straight to something that Google owns, to Google, right? Or another platform, so pretty much, Amazon's pretty trustworthy, one of those big websites, a big news website, something like that. The other thing it classes as trusted is your own domain. So if I'm sending my email from emailmarketingheroes.com, so it's coming from hello or hey at emailmarketingheroes.com, which is where our emails come from, if I'm sending you emails from that domain to a website, to a page on emailmarketingheroes.com, that matches up. It looks like I'm not trying to hide anything. I'm emailing from that domain. I'm sending you 2 links on that domain. That's another great trust builder. So how does this work with affiliate links? Well, what we do is we use redirects on our own domain. So in our case, we have a WordPress website. So I use a free plugin called Pretty Links, which allows me to basically say, if you go to emailmarketingheroes.com/ and then I can say any word, I can make it in using this Pretty Links plugin on my WordPress, so that when somebody visits that URL, that website address, they get forwarded to any page I want. It could be to a naughty page if I really wanted to. Obviously, I wouldn't, but people could. But what you want, it could literally go to anywhere, and that's where you're going to redirect. So inside the email, I know, let's say I'm promoting Amazon for whatever reason, and rather than putting a link in straight to Amazon, I would put in a link to emailmarketingheroes.com/Amazon. And when they go to emailmarketingheroes.com/Amazon, that then forwards them over to Amazon's website. That means in that case, I'm not putting a link in the email to an affiliate link, and it also means I'm doing it to my own domain. The third thing I really like doing about this is, if for whatever reason in the future you don't want to be promoting that thing anymore, I had an example of this where I just wanted to switch off people being able to visit that website. So if I was linking from the email straight to their website, there's nothing I can do about it. If somebody pulls up the old email from months ago, they click on the link and they're able to get to that website, there's nothing I can do about that. But if the link in the email actually goes to mywebsite.com/the place, I can go to the redirect area of my website and turn that off. I can say, now that's going to just go somewhere somewhere else. That's going to go to this offer is expired page, that kind of thing. The reason I did that, by the way, is because I promoted somebody else's offer as an affiliate. It was a piece of software, and they said, oh, the offer ends on Friday. So I told my list, the offer ends on Friday, the offer ends on Friday, offer ends today, now it's ending, this is the last chance, done. And then I get a message from this guy who owns the product who says, we're extending the offer over the weekend because it's going so well. And I was like, that's bullshit. That's deceptive. I'm not cool with that. I've been honest to my list and told my audience that it ends on Friday, and now I'm not going to U-turn on them and say, oh, actually, I've changed my mind. You don't need to believe anything I say in the future. So if I'd been linking straight to that guy's website through his affiliate link, then I would not be able to do anything about the fact they could now click the links in my past emails and go and buy the offer. Instead, I said, absolutely not. That's not okay. It's not legitimate. I'm killing the links. So I went into my redirect area on my platform, and I turned it off, and I made it so that it went to a 404 page, to this offer is expired page. So a bunch of reasons to send people really through your own domain. And you can do this on many platforms. You can do this through your web hosting, but don't put links in straight to affiliate pages. Number 4 is tricky subject lines. And the worst tricky subject lines for me, yes, there's some awful ones like your payment for, things that are just like total clickbait, horrible, the kind of things that spammers and scammers will use to try and trick your mum out of her life savings. We don't want to use those ones, but also just the ones that begin with RE as if they're a reply, like RE and then a semicolon, or FW as if someone's forwarded the thing in a semicolon. Again, they're just not true. They are picked up on by Google as being dodgy and deceptive. So again, those are the kind of things that are going to get you into lots of trouble. So don't be using fake reply, fake forward subject lines. And the final one, and this is a huge one, is make sure you're not constantly emailing inactive subscribers, right? A lot of people, we all know you've spent a lot of time and it's a lot of money, a lot of effort building your email list. Of course you have, and that's no mean feat, and you've worked very hard to do it. But here is the thing. If some of those people have stopped opening your emails and no longer engaging in your emails, they are damaging your reputation as a sender. So all the people who do want to receive your emails are not going to receive them because they're going to go to the promotions, they're going to go to the spam, because that's what a spammer would do. They would just collect loads of emails. They don't care whether people open or close or don't open the emails, because they're playing a big numbers game, usually with hundreds of thousands, if not millions of contacts. Even if you've got hundreds of contacts or tens of contacts or just thousands of contacts or tens of thousands of contacts, it's the same game, right? So what we're going to do is only email our most engaged people. We're not going to keep emailing people who've not opened or clicked on a single email in the past 6 months. If they haven't engaged in the last 6 months, we need to put those people through a specific re-engagement email sequence, and I can link you to one in the comments below of how we do that, and it works extremely well. And then anybody else who doesn't re-engage, we get them off the list. Look, email subscribers are not Pokemon. You don't have to catch them all, right? We're playing. Often people are like, I don't want to delete those subscribers. And unfortunately, it's just a vanity of your list size, and that is hurting your deliverability. So all 5 of them again. 1, don't be pushing your unsubscribe link out of view. 2, don't resend to unopens. 3, don't send people directly to affiliate links that are in your emails. 4, don't be using tricky subject lines. I sound like a right nag, don't I? And then number 5, don't be emailing your inactive subscribers. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, make sure you do hit subscribe, and I'll make sure that more episodes like this appear in your newsfeed. I'll catch you later.